Good afternoon. Afternoon, everybody. I thought I'd just start a wee bit earlier because I'm here. Let me know if I'm coming through okay. Here. Let me know if I'm coming through okay. Here. Let me know if I'm coming. Probably be again. There'll probably be an echo for the first second because I've just done that. But seems to be like I'm coming through okay. Happy Friday, everybody. The last day of the week. The last stream or last YouTube stream for me in 2021. I think because the markets are relatively quiet, quite quiet for me anyway. I'm kind of in holiday mode anyway. And yeah, that's it. I'm still gonna put some videos out, but I'm not going to do any live streams until probably the first Monday of the new year. So and Friday competition. So well done to on GJ. It's 149. So basically 150. Summer, who is an RTFX member. Well done, mate. You have won the $50. $50 winner. I think you were about, what, 12 pips away? Very good. Well done. A free week with, a free month with RTFX. There's the plug. Links down below. But well done, Summer. I always like to see RTFX members win it. I will send you your money over the weekend. I'm going to the F1 right after this, so... it will be a quicker stream. So I'm going to obviously the Abu Dhabi F1 on a yacht, all inclusive. So I'm pretty sure I will be hungover tomorrow. Hi, Anred. Ian, how you doing, mate? Hope you are all well. Okay, let's get into the markets. And not really much for me to look at. This is one of the reasons why I've said, right, there's no point in me streaming for the rest of the year because it's been relatively quiet. The only one I can really think of that I like, and I do actually really like this, is this USD Hong Kong dollar. So it's not ready now. It might be ready next week. Look at the context here. It's great. Got a V reversal going with this trend. Major area here, major resistance here. We're getting a reload, i.e. our pullback from this impulse. We've got our 30 to 50% rule, i.e. the digestion from this basing structure. All I'm looking for, so I don't want this to break now. If it does break, then I can look for a retest. But if it doesn't, I want that accumulation. So we've got everything I want. I just need that 20-period catch-up for me to take this as a breakout to go to the upside. That 20-period catch-up, that accumulation is very important. I want that squeeze into the area to be able to take this to the upside. If it does break, like I said, I could take a breakout retest. I was looking at this. Syed, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. I was looking at this from this section here, so from B wave, if we consider this A, B, C, it's actually an ABC 1, 2. But I can take breaks from B wave. There was just no context there, so not enough to get me in. It wasn't a head and shoulders because this was lower than here, but so now I've got to look at this section, and that's it. 20-period catch up. Before movement to the upside. Cross, no, I mean, yes, you could say that's kind of rangy price action, but for my personal breakout, this is where I want it. You know, I want that accumulation, ideally on lowering volume, just prior to the level. Okay, so that's what I need for my breakout. If it doesn't give me that, then I can go for a breakout retest. But no, you're getting your accumulation underneath here. For me, this is for my personal strategy. Right, for your actual normal definition of accumulation, it's down in the bottom, i.e. institutions accumulating positions to take a pair higher, and then you've got distribution, which is the opposite. Institutions distributing out positions, taking a pair lower. So that's what I'm looking for. But this, I mean, I wouldn't, you could call this accumulation. I wouldn't. I would probably just call it a rangy price action. We need it here. Need it there for that real squeeze up. Now, if you look at the daily on this, the daily's great. You can see that V reversal on the daily. Few bars here of a pullback, i.e. making that trend healthy. Is that pushing through? No. Making that trend healthy back to roughly around the 20 again on that uptrend. I like the idea of buying the USD. Moving forward, this is really nice. You know, this for me is an A-class setup. So I will happily take that on either a breakout retest. I have maybe a feeling this wants to go, but we have to wait and see. But everything about that I like. Everything about that I like. Let's have a look at the dollar, because I think the dollar is interesting. There's obviously some inflation stuff coming out, CPI coming out later on today. I believe it is at, I think it's about 5:30 my time, so a couple of hours from now, which the market is kind of waiting for. My bias, yeah, I'll do USD CAD, Pavan, no problem. My bias for the dollar was, I mean, it still can be, was that kind of deeper complex corrective before continuation. Whether we get that now, considering how price action is over today and over yesterday, it doesn't actually look too bad for movement to the upside. You know, this doesn't actually look too bad now. We're hugging that 20, some bullish price action on London Open for potentially breaking through this quite significant area. We could call this our B wave, ABC. It tried to do it here. It flirted with a break, wasn't quite ready. So if we do get a push up and a breakthrough, maybe that's corrective over. You know, maybe that's corrective over. There still is the argument, because technically this is an inside bar here, which is technically a bearish sign. There still is that argument. So what I would suggest with this US dollar is wait for that reaction to the news. So I always say the same thing. Wait for the reaction to the news rather than the news itself. You know, give yourself an hour. See how the market takes it for potentially movement to the upside. I would say I'm 50-50 on it. There is that two scenarios. So let's see. There's actually a setup here. I mean, there's potentially a smaller term setup there. You got your V reversal. There you go. Pullback, breakout, retest for movement to the upside. There, you might get your little confirmation that it wants to move if you get something like that on smaller time frames on that dollar. It doesn't actually look too bad. So yeah, I'm kind of shifting. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think dollar upside or do you think dollar downside? I have a feeling with this 4 hour, I think it may push on, but let's see. Yeah, I'll do USD CAD, Pavan. Just 1 second, mate. 1 second. SPX. I know I was talking with John, one of the members, this morning about Omicron. Certainly within the UK, it's getting a little bit out of hand. Not out of hand, but it potentially could get out of hand, let's say. But for me, where the SPX is, it still looks good. You know, we've had this impulse. We are in corrective mode. And this is quite good. I mean, this is quite good. The daily looks quite nice. Few bars here from this impulse. Again, very similar to USD Hong Kong dollar. Makes trends a little bit healthy for movement to the upside. And if we get a breakthrough, you've got to go with that. Do we think this SPX should be here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it's pushing on and looks not bad to the upside. But I don't think it comes now. I think maybe we get a little bit more before continuation, depending on what happens today with the CPI. But let's see. Either way, technicals are telling me this is pullback for continuation to the upside. And this is potentially corrective over. And off we go. Off we go. Santa rally up into Christmas. Okay, USD CAD. I'll do USD CAD for Pavan. Let me know if you want me to look at anything. I am done for today. I am done streaming. I've been doing it for 6 months, I think. 6-7 months with no break. And I need a wee break, I think. I need a wee break. I am going to do some, like I said, some content, but I won't be streaming. I'll be streaming on RTFX for the members, but not on YouTube. USD CAD. That's actually all right there on USD CAD. Hey, MJ, mate. Good to see you. I haven't seen you before. Hope you're well. You're getting this. That's not bad, you know. USD CAD potential movement to the upside. Dollar looks pretty bullish. SPX pullback. Oil's weak. Makes sense, right? I don't like this. Right, on the daily, I don't like this as a pullback from this impulse. But we are still technically in pullback mode. Be aware of that before continuation. But that, I think you've got to like USD CAD to the upside, right? I think you have to like USD CAD to the upside. Albeit where we've come from, this could still be corrective continuation. Remember, dollar doesn't have to rise. The market may not like what's coming out tonight and force that dollar down. And the most recent trend is down. But on the smaller time frames, Doesn't look bad. Maybe. Yeah, I check all the time frames, mate. Always check all the time frames. It's very important. So this is important because we're getting conflicting messages from these higher time frames compared to this. And as I said, if that breaks through, it might not even be a bad break. The price action is quite good. Above the moving averages now on smaller time frames. Dollar, like I said, dollar does look good. SPX in pullback, you'd expect that to rise. But we are in corrective from this move. So if we put a fib on it, where would you consider it? Probably from here. You're getting roughly around that 50%. Now the USD pairs like the 50% fib for trend continuation. So there's multiple options on the cards. So yeah, I mean, I agree. If you're looking short, Pavan, I agree with it. You know, I agree with it. I can see why you're doing it. If you do that 100 times, I think you make money. That's ultimately what it comes down to, right? We're not thinking about one particular trade. You got to think about it from 100 trades or 1,000 trades. And yeah, absolutely. Technically, boom, boom, boom. Makes sense. Yeah. Einreb, opinion on gold shorts. Gold shorts, I was actually looking at potential gold longs, but not really set up. So now, yeah, I agree with it. You know, I was looking for counter trend for this. Push on, breakout, retest, move to the upside. And this looks to be like it's failing here. Path of least resistance is to the downside on gold. Daily looks good now for shorting it. Right, so now it looks pretty good. Corrective, rejection of that 220 now curling over. It looks good to the downside. I like that idea, Anrib. I like that idea. If you're in it now, then yeah, I would hold it. You could get potentially something like this. You know, well, I would like something like that to go short. From this loss of momentum, have we kind of had that hard reset? Okay, from here, there was your catalyst that possibly from this loss of momentum, we moved to the downside. You didn't make any money. What do you mean, Pavan? You haven't sold it yet, or you're not in it? USD up, gold down. Yeah, but we also saw last week USD down, gold down, right? They weren't correlating normally last week, I believe it was, but there was your indication that gold wanted to potentially fall. Yeah, I like that idea, Anrib. Do I think gold should be falling? No, I definitely don't think fundamentally gold should be falling, but I like the idea. If it does this, I will get involved in it because the daily. And this is the good thing is on this daily, you could say, okay, we've had this period. Now we're moving. It's kind of ready to potentially move. Yeah, I like gold. I like gold to the downside. Gold fakes out a lot. I mean, every pair fakes out a lot, Cross. 70% of breaks are fakes, right? So that's why, as a breakout trader myself, you know, I try to get not involved in those fake outs. I know gold is volatile. Like, yep, I agree with that. Which is why I say with my breakouts, for example, USD Hong Kong dollar, if I get that accumulation, then you know, not a lot of the times, but some of the time, with that accumulation, it gets you involved in a lot of decent breaks, i.e. that kind of snap to the upside. So yeah, with a breakout, being a breakout trader, that's what I kind of look for to not be involved in those fakes. Anreb, yeah, still waiting how it will react to the 1760 zone. Yeah, down there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with that bias, Anreb. I agree with that. I think it's a good trade. I think it would be a good trade. But there was your, you know, that's quite a good little pattern here. If you look at it as that loss of momentum, A, B, C, catalyst, volume, movement down. It's quite good. Quite good. All right, guys, that's it for me. I appreciate you guys watching over the past couple of months. I'm not going anywhere. I will be back in January. I'm going to go enjoy my Christmas. I'm going to go and drink a lot of beer, put a lot of weight on. Markets are sometimes ain't great. Hopefully you guys all have a lovely Christmas. I always appreciate the subs. We're over 800 now, which is great. I've enjoyed it because it's obviously first time I've done it. So I'll see you all back in January. I'll probably be like this. But have a great Christmas and New Year, guys. Trade safe. Trade safe. Peace. Cheers, Anrib. Take care, mate.